I'm JJ MMA. This is my prediction and breakdown of UFC Fight Night Vegas 102. Manel Kape versus Almabayev. I'm the number one Manel Kape fan right now. Go check out my TikTok, JJ MMA. The boy reposted, added it to the favorites, and liked it. It was when I glazed him when he beat Yeah, we gonna get to that, bro. We gonna get to my boy. You know how he's gonna knock out Almabayev, Damadar. You feel me, cuz? But we're gonna get to the first fight of the night first. We got, I'm gonna be honest with you, this Apex card. Montana De La Rosa versus Luana Carolina. I got Luana Carolina. Montana De La Rosa, just being pretty is a bad base to have for MMA. Like, you can't be pretty and good at the same time. Like, it just doesn't work. Like, if you're at least Aylin Perez, that is, the face card doesn't pass, but you have something that holds in the back that, you know, has value, you're gonna be pretty good in MMA. And you know, that's one thing that Montana De La Rosa doesn't have. If she would have had what Aylin Perez has back there, maybe that weight would help her when she established position in wrestling, but she kind of doesn't. She's lost to a lot of opponents like Tatiana Suarez. She's just not good. I'm gonna pick Luana Carolina. She's won 3 in a row. They're not really good, like, you know, fighters or whatever. Ivana Petrovic, Starolinko's actually a pretty good win. But her last win against Lucy Pauliva, who's trash. Look, I still got Luana Carolina winning this fight. I just think Montana De La Rosa doesn't establish position or anything on the ground. She's just not really that good. She's pretty bad base for MMA, whatever. You see that face of like Luana Carolina over there, that anger that she has. She's trying to beat the living crap out of that other girl because she's prettier than her. But yeah, let's move on to our next fight though. We have a really good fight. I'm gonna be honest with you, best flyweight fight. Oh my god, this fight. It's not the best flyweight fight on the card. Relax, but this is a really good flyweight card. Fight right here. Charles Johnson versus Ramazan Temirov. I'm gonna pick Ramazan Temirov to win this fight. I know he only has one fight in the UFC and it's against CJ Vergara, who's known for losing against everybody. But Temirov, dude, I feel like he can grapple with Johnson. On the feet, I know Johnson's lengthy and he could hold himself up, you know, in the striking department, but Temirov, dude, I think he's faster. I think when he lands, it actually like does something. Not saying that Johnson doesn't have any knockout power because he knocked Joshua Van out with a nasty uppercut. But I don't know. This one's kind of hard because it's like picking Johnson's veteran. You know, he's on a win streak right now, 4-fight win streak. Pretty nasty work right now by Johnson, dude. But Temirov, he's the young up-and-coming prospect. I feel like he could get this one done and shoot himself away and get into the ranking a little bit faster. But yeah, I got Ramazan Temirov. We move on. We have the chicks that we were talking about earlier, Andrea Lee versus JJ Aldrich. I'm gonna make it quick though. This one, make it quick. I'm picking JJ Aldrich. She's younger. She's a better wrestler. She just beat Jessica Penne, who's also old like Andrea Lee. Like Andrea Lee back in her day, beautiful, amazing. Now, yeah, you know, Father Time's catching up to her. She's on a 5-fight losing streak. You know, we're not wasting time. I got JJ Aldrich. On to the next fight. We have Lucas Almeida versus Danny Silva. I'm gonna go with Danny Silva here. Lucas Almeida first hopped onto the UFC scene. He was pretty hyped a little bit. But he's just shown that he's like, you know, first of all, he's kind of old. He's 34. You know, he's not, you know, he's nearing the end of his career. He's had losses against Andre Fili and Pat Sabatini, and I feel like those guys are just way higher ranked than him. And the way Andre Fili just lost last card was horrendous work. But my guy's 2-2 in the UFC, man. A win against Michael Trezino doesn't count for me. I'm sorry. And Timmy Kumba, don't even know who Bucky is. Danny Silva, looked good in his last fight against Josh Kalibal. Sadly, Josh Kalibal got cut from the UFC. A lot of fighters got cut from the UFC, and not the ones that should be cut, who is the co-main of this event. Well, oh my god. But whatever. I got Danny Silva winning this fight. He's the younger prospect. I feel like he's really slick on the feet, and he has a chance of knocking out Lucas Almeida. But I think it still goes to the decision, like every single fight. Yeah. But we move on. We have Douglas Silva de Andrade versus John Castaneda. I got John Castaneda. He's at least a little bit more younger than Douglas Silva de Andrade. Douglas Silva is old as heck. He's old as shit. But still has a better body than me. Doesn't matter. But he's old. He's 39. He's almost 40. I think John Castaneda, you know, I think he's, you know, he can win. He has a chance of beating him. Like, come on, bro. It's not even that hard. Douglas Silva de Andrade's last fight was a loss to Miles John. He did beat Cody Stamen, but that win doesn't mean anything because he's out of the UFC. And Said Nurmagomedov has a loss. I guess. I just think Castaneda, Sexy Mexi, think he's gonna get it done, man. I just can't. You can, like, eventually, like, age is gonna catch up to Douglas Silva de Andrade, and like, I just see it's gonna come now, to be honest with you. But we move on, bro. We have Ricardo Ramos versus Chepe Mariscal. I'm going to go with Chepe Mariscal. Chepe Mariscal is literally the Christian Rodriguez, just prospect killer, bro. They keep throwing this guy some crazy good prospects, like Jack Jenkins. Yo, buddy is killing prospects, bro. I don't know why they be throwing Chepe Mariscal some prospects, but dude is elite when it comes to killing prospects. Ricardo Ramos is not really a prospect like that. He's been in the UFC for a while, and I think Chepe Mariscal is going to beat him. He has way better striking. Dude is on a nice little win streak right now, I'm going to be honest with you. Chepe Mariscal. He's on like 7-fight win streak. 4 fights in the UFC, dude. Beating Trevor Peek, who I thought Trevor Peek was going to be something. Jack Jenkins. Morgan Chasseret. Dude, this guy was killing prospects left and right, dude. I'm going to be honest with you. But they finally gave him Damon Jackson. I know he missed weight against Damon Jackson. But it's fine. We still love you for that because you knocked the living crap out of that guy out. Ricardo Ramos, he's just his. I talked trash about his the last time he fought, saying that his fight IQ wasn't really that good. Josh Kulibal's fight IQ is even worse. Let's just say that. But Ricardo Ramos, you know, lost to Charles Jourdain, Julian Rosa. He's been in the UFC for a while, dude. He's been in the UFC for a while. Has good wins against decent opponents, I guess. He has a win against Ayman Sahabi, who's fighting Jose Aldo. So that's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Chepe Mariscal. I'm gonna go with Chepe Mariscal. I think he's gonna just tear Ricardo Ramos on the feet. I think he's better on the outside. Way more powerful than Ramos. Yeah. We move on to the featured prelim. Holy smokes. This is a featured prelim right here. Austen Lane versus Mario Pinto. Mario Pinto. You're a catfish. Your Tapology photo, you look like you're on roids, my guy. And right now, in your last fight, in your Contender Series fight, you look like you ate you had a nice feast to fill up. But we need you to come back to, elite weight if you want to be making a nice run. I feel like he can beat Austen Lane. Austen Lane, former NFL player, played for the Jags or whatever, we don't care. Austen Lane hasn't been really fighting good opponents like that. He got knocked out by Jonathan Denise, and Jonathan Denise got out-grappled by Marcin Tybura. Austen Lane's only win in the UFC is against Robelis of Spain, who is now in Karate Combat, where he should have been ever. Lost to Justin Taffa, dude. Taffa got beat by freaking Taliesin Teixeira, dude. So I don't even know why Austen Lane's still in the UFC. Be honest with you, I guess because they gave him another chance. But I'm pretty sure they're using Pinto as a stepping stone. Austen Lane's pretty old already. Yeah, he had to make his run as soon as he made his debut. I got Pinto. But we move on to the next fight. We have Donnie Barlow versus Sam Patterson. This was a little tricky because Danny Barlow didn't really look good in his UFC debut against Nikolay Vertekov or whatever, and Austen Vanderford made that guy look like a cakewalk. So now I'm kind of questioning if Danny Barlow is even like good. Like, is he that good? Sam Patterson moving up. He was a 155er. He's at 170 now. He's 2-1 in the UFC. His last one was against Kiefer Crosby. By arm triangle. Kiefer Crosby smoking that reefer. You already know. Johan Lenice. He got on by rear naked choke as well. His only loss in the UFC was his debut against Yanal Ashmal, which Yanal Ashmal has crazy hands. But I think I'm gonna go with Sam Patterson to win by submission, dude. I feel like he can take Danny Barlow down. He has lighter man skill. I feel like he can do enough to get away from the danger of Danny Barlow, and I feel like if he can take him down and, you know, control him there, he might win this fight. But I can also see Danny Barlow knocking this guy's chin off because obviously Sam Patterson is known to having a chin knocked off. But whatever. I'm still going for Sam Patterson to win this fight. I know Danny Barlow is undefeated, but I'm gonna go with the underdog. I feel like Sam Patterson can get it done. We move on to this fight that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't get this fight. This fight right here does not make sense to me. William Gomis versus Hyder Amil. Why did they give William Gomis, somebody who's like pretty sure way lower in the rankings, when he just beat Anderson Brito? I know I was mad that, you know, he beat Anderson Brito, but he still won, and he still kind of needs to be looking up to a ranked opponent. Like, I don't know why they just give this man Hyder Amil, who's, yeah, he's undefeated, but it's not like anything crazy. Like in his last fight against Zhang Yang Lee, he knocked him out with like a crazy 16-piece combo or whatever. Against Fernand Garcia, that was a little war that they had together as well. Hyder Amil is known for having a little bit of wars, but he's 34. Gomis is a little bit more younger. Did really good against Anderson Brito, you know, separating himself from distance, you know, watching. Gomis is just a way better fighter than Hyder Amil, and I feel like his IQ is smarter. He's a younger fighter. He's not going to throw himself into the win against Hyder Amil to get caught. He's on a 4-fight win streak, dude. Against Jarno Ernins, Francis Marshall, Giannis Gomori, and Anderson Brito. They basically given him prospects, and he's delivered. I'm going to go with Gomis by decision, or maybe, yeah, I'm gonna go with decision. I don't see him getting a knockout here. If he does knock Hyder Amil out, pretty interesting, pretty impressive, but I don't think that's gonna happen. We move on to the featured fight of this card. It is Nasrat Haqparast versus Esteban Ribovics. I'm gonna go with Esteban Ribovics here. He's the younger fighter, obviously, here. But Ribovics is just, he looked really good against Zell Huber, dude. And he's not faster than Nasrat. But I feel like he knows how to put up a good combo. And I feel like if he tags you with one, you're gonna be going against that fence, or you're gonna be looking dazed. And dude, he's just been on a little tear, dude. He's just been on a tear. Yeah, he lost to Loki Radzovic, but ever since that 3-fight win streak, Camila Kirk beat him by decision, knocked out Terrence McKinney with a head kick, and took Daniel Zellhuber to decision. I feel like Nasrat's punches, you know, he's kind of like a just a really like technical boxer, but like just uses his jab and straight a lot. Doesn't really go for like crazy hooks like that. This one's gonna be a really good fight. I can't wait to see this fight, but I just feel like Ribovics is a little bit more better on the feet. He kind of showed it against Zellhuber. I feel like Nasrat, I know he has UFC experience, but he doesn't really knock out people like that. I'm gonna go with Esteban Ribovics. We move on to probably the most sorriest co-main event of all time. I don't know why they even have this. Why is this a co-main event? This should be like the first fight of the. This should be the first fight of the card, to be honest. But we have Cody Brundage versus Julian Marquez. Marquez stepping in on short notice for Ryan Loader or whatever. I don't really care. Julian Marquez. The Cuban Missile Crisis. He's going through a midlife crisis. This man is on a 3-fight losing streak. He's 34 years old. Runs a podcast with a porn star. I forgot who it was. I think it was like Kendra. I forgot. If you guys could remind me in the comments, go ahead. But last 3 fights, dude. Like, bro, when he first started off his UFC career, dude, getting a win against Darren Stewart was okay. Lost to LSE de Chirico, whatever. Ever since, look, he's been having like really shitty opponents, I'm gonna be honest with you. But he's on a 3-fight losing streak. Lost to Gregory Rodriguez, Marc-Andre Bernard, and got knocked out by Zacharias in the first round. I'm really gonna go with Cody Brundage here. I don't know why. I guess it's because he's more active. He's actually still hungry, dude. Like, against Bo Nichols, he was out there trying to, like, you know, out-grapple Bo Nichols at least. I'm just going to go with Cody Brundage here. This fight right here is just really dumb. I feel like Cody can finish this guy, though. Julian Marquez, what are you doing? This guy needs to be cut from the UFC. But we move on to my main event. Or, you know, my boy's main event. We have... Let's just skip, bro. Why we... Skip to my guy. Let's skip to my guy. My boy, if this will load. My boy Manel Kape versus Almabayev. You see it right there. Reposted, added to his favorites, and liked. I'm picking that guy. Not only because he did that. Thank you, by the way, Manel Kape. But, dude looked amazing against Bruno Silva, dude. He showed up. This is the Manel Kape that we've been waiting for. He put up the masterclass performance. Almabayev is pretty good on the feet, but in his 4 fights that he's had, he has not knocked out anybody. And I don't think you're gonna take Manel Kape to a decision, because Manel Kape will try and finish you in a fight. He is gonna try and knock you out, and this is a 5-round fight. Obviously, I don't see Manel Kape showboating for 5 rounds, but if he does that, go ahead, be my guest. This is why I'm one of your biggest fans. But I don't know. I don't see Almabayev. Mind you, I love Almabayev. Like, if you've looked at my flyweight video that barely has any views, but go look at it, go watch it. It's still a good video. I hyped this man up. I was like, bro, this guy's really good. He's 31. He's entering his prime right now. This is it. He's going on a run. He's 4-0 in the UFC. Dude is just a decision merchant, though. He just hasn't really knocked out anybody. He hasn't really faced anybody like really good in the UFC. Yeah, Rene Gachoka against Ode Osborne is whatever. CJ Vergara is literally known to take losses in this division. Jose Johnson just got fraud checked and is just not good. Mateus Nicolau, I don't think he's in the UFC anymore, and he was on a really bad losing streak. So this is a kind of like different opponent, and I feel like Manel Kape, 5 rounds, dude. He's a risen dude. He's a rising dude, bro. He's a rising dude. He's fought Kai Asakura, dude. He's fought really good comp. He's been 5-round fight. No, he's had the experience already. Manel Kape's a go. He's the future champ. Just pick Manel Kape. Pick Manel Kape by decision or by knockout in the 3rd or 4th round. That's what I'm calling. I'm JNaps MMA. Like and subscribe. Help me out. The algorithm is not helping me because you guys are not liking the video or subscribing. And a lot of you will be watching my videos. But yeah, I'm out. Well, nobody's going to watch this video because nobody watches my prediction videos. But if you do, like and subscribe, I'm out.